I'm Jo from Harcourts, and today I'm here with Jim Davis, our Christchurch and South Island Regional Manager. Jim, February stats are out. What are they telling us?
Not good news, unfortunately. Right through the country, as well as here in Christchurch, the sales stats figures came out as being probably the lowest we have seen locally and nationally for quite a number of years, unfortunately. Obviously, with what's going on around the country, all the media commentary, all the information that's out there telling us that things aren't quite what they were a year or two ago, people have slowed down the volume of business that they're doing in the real estate field, and that's played out where the actual sales volumes are some of the lowest we've seen. For Christchurch here, for February, there were 417 property sales that occurred across the industry. Lowest figure, as I said, for quite a number of years, and this follows on from January, which had the lowest sales volume we've seen since the quakes, and December as well, that also had a very low sale volume. So we're now following the same trend that has been occurring in the North Island for probably the last 6 to 9 months, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it's just the reality of what's happening in the marketplace at the moment.
Okay, so the sales numbers are down. How does Harcourts compare when we're talking about pricing?
Well, the sales numbers are down, 417 sales, as I said, and they have recorded a median sale price of $675,000 for the city, which is not a bad figure. In actual fact, over the last 12 months, we've moved between 625 at the low and 700 at the top, but the 12-month average was 674,000 as a median sale price for Christchurch. So what that's really saying, with low volumes occurring, our prices haven't actually moved too much over the last 12 months. We're well down off the highs that we had 18 months ago. We've had that price drop down now to a level where it's the median sale price that's occurring month on month is very similar. The good part for Harcourts is that because of our size, because of the volume, the number of people we have in the Christchurch, we're actually performing at a better median sale level than the average of the whole industry. So we are commanding a premium, and we have for each month, because I record this data on a month-on-month basis, over the last year, probably 8 to 10% premium in terms of where the median sale value has occurred. And it's a significant point for a lot of our clients, because we are doing literally half the market, if not more, in terms of the volume of sales, and the fact that we are also achieving a better median sale price is actually a huge point in favour of a client who's wanting to sell in this market, utilising Harcourts to achieve that purpose.
Great, so we're protecting price, and does the strategy on how you come to the market have an impact on that?
Yes, I think everyone out there will know by now, if you've followed these comments, that Harcourts as a company, and myself personally, we're a huge fan of the auction process. Now, interestingly, the auction is still working in this marketplace. For a lot of people out there, you're looking at auction and you think that if it doesn't sell on the day, if it doesn't sell in that 15 minutes of fame when an auction is called, that it's become a failure. That's not actually the case. Auction in this marketplace is about finding the cash buyer who might be out there. In every market, there are cash buyers, and what we are looking for at the moment is the cash buyer who is still out in the marketplace who likes your particular home. And so what is happening is that a property is going through the 3-week marketing period. Odd one or two are still selling pre-auction with a very good price, where buyers are keen to secure the property. 40-50% are selling under the hammer on the day, but of the balance of the properties that are left, probably another 50% of that balance are being signed up in conditional contracts within 5 days after auction. So it's essentially working as a 2-stage process that's, to all intents and purposes, is showing us that 75 to 80% of the property that go through an auction process at the moment will still be under offer after about 5 days after the auction finishes. That will equate to probably 60% if they were priced by any other method. Every time I run these stats, there is a 15 to 20% advantage to auction, as long as you realise it's not all about what happens on the day, it's the pre-auction on the day, and then that 5-day window afterwards.
And one thing that we're seeing a lot more of is the subject to sale type of offers starting to come in. Pros and cons?
Well, the reality is people need a little bit of security. Not everyone can afford to bridge two homes, and I do not recommend that. So the reality is there are people out in the marketplace where the security will come from having a subject to sale offer. Hey, it's real estate. It's been in real estate for years. It's there again now. So don't be frightened about making a subject to sale offer and putting yourself in that position. I think it's a great safe place for the vast majority of people to be, because right at the moment, if you look out on any of the web portals, there are in excess of 2,000 properties for sale in the Christchurch marketplace right at the moment. Last month, just over 400 sold. So it takes a very brave person, unless they have cash in the bank or they have a good income that allows them to support two loans, to actually bridge in this marketplace. So subject to sale, it's becoming the norm. Don't be frightened about it. It's part of real estate for years. It's what a lot of people need to do at the moment to ensure that they can trade up or trade down to whatever they require for their family.
And all of our Harcourts people know how to help people through what's best for their situation.
Oh, for sure. They know how to do that. And the good part about it is they've got time. I mean, in a traditional marketplace at any point in time, probably 60% of the people who are transacting in the marketplace are people who are looking to buy up or sell down, change their house for whatever reason, bigger house, smaller house, that type of thing. 20% will be the investors, 20% will be the first home buyers. So our sales consultants are well trained to look after everyone who's in the marketplace. We don't have to worry about too many investors at the moment. That's the section of the marketplace that's not moving at any great rate at the moment. First home buyers are there or thereabouts. There's more of them becoming a little bit more active, particularly as interest rates are probably starting to stabilise. They're feeling a little bit more comfortable where interest rates are. And obviously if they looked at house prices and thought, right, they've come off their peak, they've settled at a level, and it's been a consistent level, as I said, for close to a year now. A lot of the first home buyers are starting to put their toe in the water, and it is the balance of the people who are quite happy to buy, sell, trade up or down in a current marketplace, subject to sale, whatever. Harcourts is in a great position to be able to help them.
That's the February market update. Thanks very much, Jim.